We chew the fat and give our gut reactions on all things pop culture, film, TV and theatre. We talk to legends in the creative industry and those on the rise. We game old school. We support independent creatives. Got a project? Tell us about it. Get in touch. We do all of this, and a whole lot more. Like, subscribe, get involved. Join Lance Steen, Anthony Nielsen, and the Outcasts Creative.
Hello, interesting day. So last night at 2:40 p.m. I was just wrapping up my final pieces of work. I was doing a bit of work on a screenplay. I'd just been doing some proof copy editing and correcting for Silver Screen Journeys, my new book, when there was a power cut. Suddenly all the lights started flickering in the flat, and I was thinking, this ain't normal, what's going on here? And then basically yeah, I mean, it all got a bit strange, and I was I was really thinking, like, is this the electrics in the flat going weird again, or what's happening? And then suddenly there was a big boom, like a bang, and everything went out. TV went off, my Mac went down, which is the device I'm talking to you on now. And well, my God, you know, it was crazy, really, because I looked out and the whole street was dead. So yeah, I contacted the electricity company or National Power or whoever, and was soon told, you know, that whilst I was on the call, because I was giving them a bell, that another call had come in, and sure enough, at first the guy kind of was he wasn't skeptical, he was making notes, but he was, until somebody else calls in, it's identified as an incident, I suppose, with a single property, you know. So yeah, so basically I was reporting this thing, and hang on a second, I just need to get the Twitter handle for this company. What is the Twitter handle for the company, the electrical company? This is all very impromptu, this stream, so please forgive me. Company Haste. Let's have a quick look. At Haste Limited. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, I spoke to the power company, which isn't Haste, by the way. Just so you know, the job of Haste is when there's a power surge, which can cause damage to electrical goods, things like chargers and stuff like that, your TV even, they are the company that will turn up with the power company and will check to see if anything's been damaged. So, you know, as a country, right, we're quite good at moaning about things, aren't we? Let's be honest. We like to moan about stuff. What we don't do very often is take the time to praise people when they did a good job. So I'm going to do that today, which I know is quite unusual, but yeah, I am gonna do that today. I think National Power might be is it National Power? Is the one for the power company? National Power, I don't know. That might be some kind of third Reich movement. Maybe I shouldn't tag that. So let me just see, what is the Twitter handle for the UK Power Company? Is it the UK Power Company that fixes electrical outages? I could go and ask them. They're all outside still. UK Power Networks, that's it. Right, UK Power Networks. All right, cool. So let me get there. I'm going to tag them so they see this video. And then once I've done that and I've put a little tweet out. Right. Okay. Power outage. You call it power outage in N8. So see, normally I would write all this stuff out before, but I'm in such a rush to make up for the lost work that I've had that it's going to take me a while. Right. Okay. All right. So let's pretend we're starting now. So basically what happened is these guys turned up early in the morning and they arrived like en masse to sort out the power. We had people from the UK power networks. They had an emergency van that turned up with like tea and coffee. You could go and charge your phones in it. They had ready to eat meals, one of which I've got in the kitchen. I'll save that for a rainy day. They got glow sticks. Took a few of those. I know what I'm going to use those for. And just was biscuits and all kinds of stuff, right? And then they had a burger van park up in the Turkish community centre just down the road, and you could basically go and get food from there because, of course, most of us couldn't cook anything. I haven't even had a shower yet. You can tell from my wanky hairstyle. I haven't even had a shower because I went to bed after I got off the phone from them. It was about 3:30. And I figured when I got up in the morning, because we've had a couple of these before and they've not been major, I thought everything would be fixed. So when I got up in the morning, I was woken up by them knocking on the door about 10. They had to access the property, take the fuse box out, and they had to do this with every property in our street. So that when they put the power back on, the fuses didn't blow. But this surge that happened, it set some appliances on fire in a flat down the road. So this was a really serious issue, and a whole load of other people had electrical damage to their goods, right? Here's me on a deadline for a screenplay this week. I've got my book coming out. I'm waiting for the physical book to arrive. I've got my proofreader also on it doing corrections. I'm waiting for all of these things so that I can have a really good full day's work today. And hit my deadlines. I've also got my movie quiz on the weekend. We've got the online one on Sunday. We've got the in-person one on Saturday. And I haven't written any of the questions yet. So I've got quite a lot to do in the next 3 days. Anyway, what I really want to say about Haste and UK power networks is, you know, often when things go wrong, no one tells you anything. They had an in-person they had a customer in-person liaison on the ground. They were checking to see if people had medical conditions, if people had medication that needed to be stored in the fridge, anyone with disabilities, and they were there in force. So I was quite impressed, I have to say. Good level of customer service, and also generally the staff were really polite, extremely helpful. And the people that were manning the burger van that was doing sodas and teas and coffees, all free for people, of course. Apparently, they got quite a lot of grief off of angry people in the morning. It's not their. They're not the people that blew the power line. There's no good having a go at them about the problem. Anyway, those people that are watching, I'm sure you're keen. See, the other thing that happened is I'd ordered 3 copies of this. I've actually given 1 copy to. I signed it, and I've given 1 copy to the lady who was manning the tea and coffee emergency thing. Here it is. So it's arrived. This copy is full of typos. So I did warn her. I've given her a signed copy full of typos. But between having a physical copy to check and my proofreader, I've got a proofreader who's been amazing, spotting loads of stuff for me, I should be able to weed out all the stuff. Fridge freezer is now back running. I took all my freezer goods. Thank you for reminding me. They're all at a shop down the road in the freezer. So I've got to go back and I've got to collect those. I need to do that in a little bit. But here's the book. It's quite a big book, as you can see. It's quite a meaty tome. There's a picture of me and my dad on the back because I went to see a lot of films with my dad, which you'll read about. And there's a few pictures in the book. There's not loads, but there's a few pictures. There's a few pictures of some of the cinemas I went to, interior and exterior. There's a picture of the cinema I used to work at, and stuff like that. But it's, yeah, here it is. So quite a big book. And so this is the one that I really need people's support on. It's not available to purchase yet. When it is available, I'll be doing a live stream about it. Hopefully it'll be available this weekend. It will certainly be available by December 10th. I think no later than the 5th. Not only do I need people to buy it and send me pictures of you holding it like this, but if you don't like going on camera, you can send a picture of the book sitting on your coffee table with a cookie or something. What I need is I need people to read it, and I need reviews. I need reviews. 100. I need 100 reviews by New Year's Day. So if we can make that happen, if I've got 100 supporters that are willing to buy my book, if you're a fan of movies, you're going to love this book, okay? And even if you're not particularly a movie person, I still think there'll be something in the book that will resonate with you. So, yeah, this is the one book I've written that I think might do some business. I think it might do quite well. We'll see. Anyway, if it wasn't for the power people who got my power back on, they prioritized me, I might be missing my deadline. So just want to thank the staff of UK Power Networks who came down today. They were all super helpful, really, really friendly. I was out there pestering them constantly because basically there was no point in me staying in the house. I couldn't do anything in the house. I couldn't have a shower. I did cook some food, but I was just, and I had to charge my phone out there, so I had to keep going out to use my phone. But everything's all good now. So thankfully, we can proceed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign off now. But thanks to also the person from, so two companies, UK Power Networks and Haste. They both did a really good job. The media guy, I forget his name. Actually, I've got a photo of him on my phone. So let's name him because he did a good job. Because, you know, we're always moaning about things, but we don't thank people very often. And I do want to thank these people because they were very good. They looked after us today in our street. Do you know, I'll tell you what was really nice about today, right? I've just met like 5 of my neighbours that have been living in this street as long as me, and we've never had a conversation. Never had a conversation. So that's actually a really good byproduct today. Yeah, so Barney Riley was the here he is, was their media man. Thanks, Barney. Did a good job. Much appreciate you keeping us informed. And Kate, who ran the sort of charging van with tea and coffee and biscuits and all this kind of stuff. She did a fantastic job. She was so great, working so hard and dealing with everybody's requests that I gave her a copy of this signed. It is a copy that's riddled with typos, but yeah, I gave her a copy. Just want to thank you, Kate. You did an amazing job. I was proper. I had such a focused, rigid work day lined up today with like no margin for error. So when I couldn't get on my computer, and then I also learned that my computer might be dead because a lot of people's appliances have been screwed. I was panicking like you would not believe. I have got most stuff backed up, but I've got certain software that's only on this machine. So even if I've got the stuff backed up elsewhere, it doesn't mean I can carry on working with it without my main workstation. So I am very grateful, not only that they really did come en masse to resolve this issue. They did it professionally, efficiently, extremely good people and customer service skills. There was always someone on hand to answer questions. There was food, there was tea, there was coffee, there were places where people could charge phones. This is the kind of service we want. This is the kind of service we want from our companies that are supposed to look after us. These people did a good job today. No one ever does videos to say how people did a good job. People just moan about shit. Well, I'm doing one today. Great job. Yes, the refrigerator is now up and running. So I'm going to go and get my food that's in the frozen store down the road. So it's in their fridge freezer. That's it, guys. That's it from me. So I'm going to be back on the weekend. We got the movie quiz on Sunday live at 8 o'clock. I'm doing the book launch on Gucci's channel. That's going to be in the wee hours of the morning. But my movie quiz is also the UK book launch. So hopefully the book will be available to buy by then. Really need your support with the book. So if you like films at all, you will like Silver Screen Journeys. Please do buy a copy. It's got the foreword by the critical drinker himself. So, number one YouTube film critic. Yeah, and do please support it any way you can. That's it from me, guys. Thank you again to UK Power Networks and Haste for doing such a speedy job. See what I did there? Yeah. All right. So that's it from me. I'll be back live on Sunday at, I think, yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So thank you very much.
Find a hidden gem today.